All right, before we wrap it up, I want to have a bit of a chat about this one club golf that you've concept that you've come up with.
Yeah. Wow. Your dad came up with it. My dad came up with it, giving us a club. It was probably born more from. It was probably born more from before COVID. I was the head teaching professional at Commonwealth Golf Club for 10 years, and it had reached a stage, and it wasn't just Commonwealth in this situation. The membership was no longer full, and they had no waiting list. And like I'm in my 40s at this point, and I wanted to coach golf forever. And I thought, well, it's a really dumb move to hang around here at Commonwealth and expect my business to grow and for me to make some coin. And I went and had a look at how people were learning the game. So at that point, all the Sandbelt clubs in Melbourne had learned how to play golf classes at their course, which were all run on the practice facilities because you couldn't get them on the golf course at the time they ran.
Yeah.
And to me, introducing a new golfer to golf at a Sandbelt club in Melbourne would be like putting a learner drive in a Formula One car. It's just stupid. The courses are too hard. The membership don't really want beginners on their course, and nor they should. So then I went and had a look at the public courses where I played as a kid, and they were deserted. Like there was no one playing. It was horrendous. Oakley, where I went to, was down to 17,000 rounds a year. I thought, okay, well, there's opportunity. And I thought, well, if I want to introduce them to golf, I want to teach them on the golf course because there's capacity. And then if I want to teach them on the golf course, well, they need equipment. And when we were kids, you could buy one club at a time. Can't do that anymore unless it's a $280 iron. So I went and I got designed my own golf club and got Dynacast in Australia to I altered one of their clubs really. I changed the lie angles and lengths and bits and pieces around. And I taught people with one club the way I learned. So my pitch was easy, fun, and affordable. And I said, if you've never played golf before, I'll have you playing on the course within 15 minutes and you'll be a good golfer in an hour guaranteed. My definition of a good golfer, and if I'm talking to a facility, it's / customer. So I teach golf, and golf, the swing has nothing to do with golf. So apart from having fun and being good company, I narrow golf down to only 4 things you have to be able to do to play golf. You have to be safe, know where to stand, know when you're allowed to hit and when you're not allowed to hit. That's pretty simple. Then the second most important thing is you have to move at a speed that allows everybody else to enjoy the golf facility. Yeah, I mean, slow play is a big call, but the second thing I teach people is pretty much every 8 minutes another group can hit off. We need
Yeah.
you to move. No one cares how many shots you have, but you got to move. The next thing I teach people is to understand their existing level of skill. So for me, if we go back to the ball flight laws, the most important one was, can you catch it in the middle of the club face? And I know this isn't. I had impact tape made up. I've got 2 different sorts. I'm holding up to you on the camera now. It's just the sweet spot.
Yeah, perfect.
And I can sort you out with some of that if you want. And the smiley face one's my favourite. But so I put the sweet spot on the middle of the club. And if anyone looks at my website, oneclub.golf, you'll see the club. It's on there.
Yeah.
So I put the impact tape on the face, and I say your skill is your ability to hit it in the face with the face pointing in a direction so you don't lose it and you can move forward. We start on the putting green. They can all putt. And I say somewhere between a putt swing and a big swing, you won't be able to do it. So the first hole looks a lot like field hockey. Tap, 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 tap. And the last thing is look after the golf course. So within an hour, I've trained them how to be safe, play at the right speed, know where their existing skill level is, and understand that if they try and get bigger and it's not successful, go back to a smaller one to keep the game moving. And you'll find within an hour they've improved out of sight, and I've told them nothing, and they look after the course. So I get them hooked on golf. So sometimes I get criticised from fellow PGA members, and to be fair, I just don't think they understand or have taken the time to see what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, lessons on technique, grip stance, posture, all that sort of stuff are important, but it's not where we should start the journey. We should fall in love with the game first, and then we have motivated customers who come to you and say, "Hey, Brent, mate, I've been playing this game with this one club, but I can't get over or out of a bunker. What have I got to do with that?" And you go, "Mate, well, this is what a wedge is for." So
Yeah.
I do a bunker and pitching lesson. Come along, we'll get you a wedge, and I'll teach you a bunker and a pitching lesson.
Yep.
So that's where
Love it.
my passion is.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, mate. Look, thank you so much for coming on and sharing all your wisdom. There's some pretty cool stories in there, and probably some good little nuggets for the parents and the juniors to learn from and help succeed later in life.
Oh, mate, it's a great game that keeps giving. And anyone going down that route, and especially parents who can play golf with their kids as well. I mean, that's a not many sports you can do that.
No,
It's a
it's a
great game.
win-win for everyone. Thanks so much, Sandy.
No worries, mate.